Welcome back to Pokemon Yellow, and today I don't know what we're gonna do, but we were gonna fight this guy, and I didn't get anyone sending me a topic, so since my primary, that was a weird pronunciation of primary. The emphasis was in all the wrong places, but my primary goal was the gameplay, not really the Pokemon info, but mostly because that you can find a lot of places, but the game changes every time you play it. That's the point of a video game. If you weren't aware, it's not just do the same thing 7 billion different times. But yeah. So please put topics of discussion. I say things weird. It's what I do. But put those discussions and the topics for the discussions in the comments below. It helps me make you better content, because then I know what you want to see. Is this making sense yet? I hope it is, because I'm done explaining it, because it's just awkward. Even though I'm sitting in a room alone in the middle of the day. That's probably more awkward. I didn't even see what... you know what, fine. Let's get Mankey some experience. Come on. Send out the monkey! Send out the incorrectly spelled monkey. Send it out! Caterpie! Yeah! Caterpie. It's so cute. I mean, look at it. People think, especially Misty, thinks it's really disgusting. But it's like so adorable. Look at it. I just look at it. How do you not love that? How is that not just the most adorable thing you've seen in the past 10 seconds? Exactly. Do you see now? What have you seen in the last 5 seconds that was more adorable than that? Actually, probably Pikachu. But, I don't even know. I was going to talk about the different types of Pokemon and about the new types that are coming out in Pokemon X and Y in October, but that is Fairy and Light. But I couldn't find much about them. I'm sure there's stuff out there. I'm just terrible at finding things. Because I was going to try to talk about the new games and all the stuff that's going to be out in the new games, but pretty much all I could find is the fact that a soundtrack is going out in Japan. I think it's Japan. Somewhere that's not America. I know that's really bad to say, but I don't know my maps because I'm a dumb person. And, oh, Make's about to die. I also found, let's finish talking about the soundtrack. The soundtrack, it's gonna be released in, I think it's Japan. I'm gonna feel so bad if I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna go with Japan. In Japan, it's gonna be like over 2,000 yen, but it's gonna be like 3 hours of music, which I don't know why you would buy that unless you were like a really hardcore collector, because it's just video game music. Why would you? Apparently it's supposed to be better than other stuff that's released because 3DS speakers can do better, apparently, but it'll also feature a couple of special tracks. Wait, what am I doing? A couple of special songs, and I think it's got some stuff about the development of the game. It comes in a pack that has like stuff about the game. Like, if you buy it, you get some information about how the game's coming along. So, that's cool. But, yeah, and then, dang it. And, oh yeah, and then I never knew there was so much speculation about Lavender Town. I never knew there was so much, like, diabolical, evil stuff that is supposedly going on there. It's crazy. I mean, have you guys heard any of these? Just to just just to skim over one of them, it's that some kids, on hearing track to Lavender Town syndrome, started becoming extremely depressed. And I might be getting my stories mixed up because I look at a lot of them, but there was something. There was one where this kid and his brother are going through, doing a bunch of stuff in Pokemon, and they find Ghost, which is a Pokemon you can supposedly get in Lavender Town, in the games. And when you get it, it has something called Curse. I don't think it's a one-hit kill, but I think it's like extremely powerful. So one of them catches it, and then they battle each other. And it comes down to Ghost, that Pokemon, and the brothers Mankey. Or not Mankey, Machop. Sorry, I'm a bad storyteller. But it comes down to that and the Machop. And the Machop faints, of course, since it's this super powerful, glitch, messed up Pokemon that's not even, like, supposedly supposed to exist. So they just write it off as, it's not working. But then, when he lays down the final hit, both health bars start fluctuating, both Ghost and Machop's. And then another HP bar appears where the XP meter is supposed to be. Wait a minute. There was no EXP bar in Lavender Town. What's going on here? I'm like looking at my screen like, wait a minute, there is no EXP bar. I don't know, maybe it was Fire Red or something. Some version of the game where there actually was an EXP bar, but the EXP bar started fluctuating. Both of them now. And then the game just glitched out. And he came back, and he went back to the Pokemon Center, but Machop wasn't there. Machop wasn't in his party anymore. So, these two write this off as a glitched game, since it was a glitched Pokemon. Much like Missing No, or... Actually, that's about all I can think of, but... Then they're playing on the N64 version, where you can port the game into the television. And they're both watching this. The brother goes into the Lavender Tower, or whatever it's called, the tower in Lavender Town. I cannot talk today, apparently. But these two go into Lavender Town, and this wasn't brief at all, but Lavender Tower, or whatever, And then the brother sees his a sprite that wasn't there before. He walks up and talks to the sprite, and the sprite is mourning a Machop and has the same name as his brother does in the game. Two are obviously, creeped out. So they leave the city, and the brother goes and beats up another trainer. And then later they head back to Lavender Town. And that second trainer is there mourning the Pokemon that he knocked out. The trainer's poor, sweet Growlithe. You get where this is going? Nope, because the two turned the game off, reset the game, and never saw anything of it again. Thought you knew where that was going? Too bad. Exactly, but there's many other speculations and rumors going around about Lavender Town, because that was where you figured out that Pokemon die. That was where you figured out that that's possible. There was also, this glitch with the original Pokemon Green that was released way before the American version. A year or two, but I think it was a year or two. Was it a few? I'm bad with time frames. It was either a couple months or a couple years before Red and Blue. So there's speculation that there was supposed to be, instead of a Marowak in the 3rd floor of Lavender Tower, I guess. I don't even know. Instead, there's supposed to be either A, White Hand, which is a corpse, not really corpse, but just decaying, somewhat dead hand. And then you had to beat him, and then the game glitched out and stopped. And then there was Buried Alive, which was essentially a zombie who had, for Pokemon, 2 white hands, a Gengar, and I don't know what the 4th Pokemon is. I'm not looking at it right now. But if you beat him, 2 options. 1, game freezes, game over. 2, you see a screenshot, not really a screenshot, but a picture of your character being eaten by Buried Alive. To put that story in short. But there was all sorts of stuff about what the music did to people, what listening to it at this certain, frequencies with headphones and all that. On a blue moon on the 3rd day of August, if it's a Thursday, and you're playing the Lavender Town song backwards while standing on your face. It's that kind of crap, but, I'm sorry, I find myself too funny for my own self sometimes. Sometimes I'll say a sentence and then look back at the sentence and just be like, wait a minute, that was hilarious. But yeah, so there's all that stuff with Lavender Town, and I just filled 13 minutes full of nothing. I mean, we still didn't get through Viridian Forest. Oh no, PP left. How did I use Thundershock 30 times? And actually, yes, I didn't just go online and find the gameplay of this game and talk over it. This is actually me playing the game. So, hello. Sorry for the random jump cut, but I ran out of time before I realized I ran out of time. So I had to jump cut to be able to say my outro. I don't know where it jump cut. I just kind of gave myself enough time for the outro, but remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment a topic of Pokemon you would like to see down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.